Oh, here we are.
Here.
Back in the podcast land. Is there anybody out there?
Mike, your mic. It
Yes.
sounds Mikey.
Well, I got an upgrade.
You upgraded?
Mikey as it sounds and it sounds better, you mean?
Yeah, it sounds better.
Yeah. I switched from using the microphone on my headphones to the blue snowball that I'm pretty excited about. It looks awesome.
Nice. You've got
Sounds
your fancy headphones on tonight too. all this revenue we're getting from our podcast. Upgrading our equipment.
Yeah, we got a big equipment upgrade. That's right. All right, we call this our soft intro, letting people log in and sign on. We are on video now, so hello, you can see our faces.
Hello. You can see our faces.
Yeah. What kind of beverage you got tonight? I've got a bubble water and then just regular water in my mug here.
I'm drinking a what is it called? A liquid IV. I think it's strawberry liquid IV.
Liquid IV.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like a hydration beverage.
Interesting.
Yep, it is interesting.
All right. Well, I think that's time to get started. What do you think?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Good evening, friends, family, and total strangers. If you're watching live, it's Tuesday, February 9th, 2021, and thank you so much for joining on this nostalgia trip. If you're not live, well, then what are you doing on a Tuesday? It's Tuesday. Like, they invented YouTube because of Tuesdays. Watch live. Anyway, regardless of how you're watching, I hope you're ready to party like it's 1999. I busted out my Jinkos. I've been listening to All Star by Smash Mouth all day, and I'm downright stoked to relive summer 1999. My name, after that long-winded intro, and if you know me, you know long-winded intros are kind of my thing, is Mike White. And that guy in the other corner of your screen, the other half of your screen, well, he ain't my friend. That's my brother, Kevin. Hey, Kev.
Hey. I feel like my thing is making fun of how you rehearse the intro.
What do you mean?
Did you write it down? You said it's kind of your thing to have a long-winded intro.
I didn't write that part down. That part came to me, but
okay.
I did write the first half of it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What was that? So what do you just saw?
This right here.
Yeah.
This is my water. It's a Boonville High School.
Oh, cool.
Shout out to Boonville High School. Pioneers, go Pioneers.
That's awesome.
I think this was a Christmas gift. This was our teacher
from school.
Gift.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cool looking mug. I like those, like the painted inside mug.
Yeah, excuse me. It is. It's yellow on the inside and black on the outside. It's got the yellow outside, which kind of gives it the gold look, which is our school color. And it's good. I like a little bit more than the normal coffee mug. So I like this one a lot. It's a little heavy for my taste, but
yeah,
it's better than nothing. So I did do that pre-scripted intro where I talked about 1999, but this video, we talked about this on the last episode. So this is like the last thing we filmed before we moved to Indiana. And we got into that, visiting Indiana when we were younger and just how pivotal that change was. And I think this will be fun to kind of watch that pivot happen. Now, I will say this, I'm going to call this this video, this experience is a two-parter. So the whole episode is 2 hours long. We're going to do an hour tonight, and then on our next episode, we'll do another hour. And the second half is our first video in Indiana, which you'll get a little teaser for tonight. But we're going to do the last one. This is Father's Day weekend, 1999. So summer 1999, right before we moved to Indiana. And this is Aurora, Illinois. You ready, Kev?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Look at your hair and look at you cuddling up in the summer.
What is that thing I'm wearing? It looks like that old Marlboro sleeping bag. You remember those things?
Oh, yeah.
They were like a legit cocoon sleeping bag.
Yes. You know what's funny?
Dad bought with his proofs of purchase.
Yeah, his UPCs. That's the thing. So they quit smoking when we moved to Indiana, but that was a smoker's house. and neither Kevin and I smoke cigarettes, probably because our parents smoked. But yeah, Dad used to like cut off the UPCs on the bottom of a Marlboro and just get out of the catalog like enough that he saved up. You know what I used to save up is like Frito Lay,
Yeah.
like UPC from Doritos. Do you remember that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of gross to
You
think
know,
about.
what's his name? John. He submitted them off like I think it was like fruit by the foot or fruit roll ups, and won
Yeah.
like the Ghostbusters action figure set.
You talking about John Huff?
Yeah.
No, he won
What was his?
a cinnamon toast crunch cereal like back of the box contest.
Got
like
you.
fill this out
Yeah.
with a thing, and you win. Yeah, and he won all the Ghostbusters.
Got you. Oh, that
Hey,
stuff
Morgan.
was like a full on pipe dream.
Morgan says she's excited for this one. Talked to Bethany, and she said you never give the yearbook class a shout out. I don't think they're watching. I give the live people a shout out.
That's a good point. If they're watching, shout away.
If you're watching, you get an alpha shout out. But if you watch it later, thank you for watching later. I love you. You get a beta shout out. And shout out to my yearbook class, who I assume will watch later. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching, liking, and subscribing. If you're new to this, it's just an opportunity for Kevin and I to wax nostalgic about our past, which we love to do. And we haven't been able to do in a formal setting, but this is kind of our opportunity to do that. We kind of came up with it in the midst of COVID because we haven't really got to hang out in a while, but we kind of miss talking and hanging out. So we're going to watch ourselves not like each other very much when we were kids.
Yeah, absolutely. And
All
before we kick it off here, I just want to say I really like the new Raptors hat, and it also is very nostalgic because I fell in love with the Raptors hat, like that purple and red dinosaur.
Yeah.
Back in Aurora because little Danny Hodorowski.
That's right. There is
jam.
a picture. Yeah, there is a so they were an expansion team in 1995. And they had this hat, this logo through 1999. Well, through for a while into the 2010s before they changed. And then but yeah, anyway, so in 1995, so they had this hat in 1999, which is why I'm wearing this. And I wasn't a fan. I was a Bulls fan, but I just love that nostalgia. And our friend Danny Hodorowski was a Muggsy Bogues fan. He liked the Raptors,
and it's just a cool hat, dude.
And it's a pretty rad hat, so I like it. Let's see. Mama White gets a shout out in the comments.
Absolutely. Well, hi, Mom.
Mom, you don't get a shout out. You get the executive producer credit.
Hi, Mom.
She's not a fan. She's the EP of the episode. She's like the consultant and literally the producer.
Yep.
Of everything you're watching. So big ups to Mom. All right. So we're doing a lot of talking here because I kind of want to let the video play a little bit before we interject too much because our accents in this video are riotous.
Really? I haven't.
Oh, dude.
And for the chat and anybody watching later, that I haven't watched this probably in 15 years or more. So I don't know. That's awesome.
It's gold.
All right, should I fire it up?
Fire it up. Here we go.
All right, let's go.
All right, Kevin. You're on camera.
Saddle up.
Oh, honey,
you are.
Watching The Simpsons.
I look actually embarrassed to be on camera.
Hold on, pause it. You look like that kid from like the Campbell's Soup ad, or not the Campbell's Soup, but like that meme of the kid who's like, that's what you look like.
Do you want to make fun of yourself now? Look at you.
Look at you. That's your joke.
Look at you.
Ooh, burn. Look at you.
Eating. Look at you eating.
Wearing a shirt like a dummy. Oh, okay. So that Louisville Slugger shirt. Hold on. Pause it. Because I do get embarrassing here in a second. So that Louisville or however to pronounce it, I don't really care at this point. Slugger t-shirt. That was certainly purchased when Mom visited Kentucky to kind of look for houses, northern Kentucky and then southern Indiana looking for houses. I believe at this time we were pretty set to move into a house in Georgetown, Indiana, which is very close to Louisville, right across the river. And so she brought back this shirt, which of course is also a baseball t-shirt, which I love. Now, that pizza, is a Jack's naturally rising crust pizza.
I don't see the crust.
It's sun bleached out a little bit, but it's there. Also, this is post like skater's cut, like bowl haircut. This is just a normal cut, and I remember liking this haircut.
Yeah, me too.
All right, but listen to me, watch me when you press play. Oh, okay. You're recording this?
No.
Your voice.
Michael cutting a pizza.
I didn't. Oh man!
What a jokester!
Pause it. Like I had to.
What a jokester!
I had to repeat the joke, like lest the camera doesn't understand my hilarity. I had to, like, do it. Oh!
Well, good thing you did, because I didn't know what you were doing. I thought you were just poking the pizza at first.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, on the second shot, it
figured it out.
Yeah.
All right. So we reset. Okay.
Theater,
now I don't regret it. It was good theater.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi.
Who's your best buddy? All right. Hey, Mike, who's your best buddy?
On camera.
Yo, Pops, you know this.
Happy Father's!
Wow. I don't remember you being that person.
Happy Father's
Hold on.
Day.
Pause it. No. What do you mean?
I don't remember you being that person.
I'm still that person.
Not really, though.
How so? First of all, we've got comments. Bethany, Morgan, I'm watching this now, and I can't believe you exposed me like that. Oh, well, hey, Bethany, thank you for logging in. She didn't expose you. She's just an OG fan. So thank you for watching. Fan. Shout out
4
to
weeks,
the
8 weeks old.
How old is everyone at this moment? So summer 1999.
I'm 11, I think.
You
I'm 11.
No, well, you're 10 and I'm 12 because we would turn.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
13 and 11 at the end of that. What do you mean I'm not that kid?
I don't know.
Like, don't you think I'm an overacting?
No, I'm not. I'm not referring to your character. I'm just like the voice and your body structure, just like that awkward 13-year-old kid.
Yeah, you're right.
I just don't remember it at all.
You're right. I'm in the middle of the match, being ready to be body slammed by puberty.
Yeah, right. Exactly. The chase team.
Look, Amanda goes, why does it talk about the bathrooms first? Like, why is that the first thing? Okay, so this is our house, 1029 Pheasant Run Lane.
Yeah.
But half of it was our house because we lived in a duplex.
Yeah.
And that was our basketball goal, obviously. No net on there, huh? So living in a duplex, for those of you who don't know, all that separates you from your immediate neighbors is two things of drywall, and you could hear arguing or babies crying next door.
You can't see me on video, but we did the same hand gesture. We did the same exact hand gesture for the wall that separates you.
Oh, yeah, I can't. That's funny. Yeah, gosh. Okay, pause it. You gotta pause it. I hope people are okay with the interjections. So first of all, look at all of the evidence of the plight of the lower middle class, which is a theory I've mentioned several times, where it's people who have enough money to afford cars and stuff, but don't have the money to afford to store that stuff. So they put all their stuff in the garage and have to park in the driveway.
Interesting. We didn't have a bunch of stuff in the garage, did we?
No, we actually parked in the garage.
Yeah. That's what the garage is for.
Was it a one car? I think Dad parked on the sidewalk.
On the street, yeah.
Yeah.
On the street.
Oh, I don't know that there's much of this street, so I kind of want to hold here for just a second and talk about Pheasant Run Lane. So Pheasant Run Lane, interestingly, we only lived there for like 4 years, 5 years, 4 years, and it's just so pivotal, um, to like to the idea to everything we think about when you and I think about nostalgia. I know we started with those early Chicago videos, and those mean a lot, of course, but man, Aurora is like where we came of age.
Yeah, that's where we grew up. We grew up in Aurora for sure.
Right. And so like that street you can see there on the right was like rollerblading down that forever. It wasn't so much a cul-de-sac as like a U shape.
It was like if you're looking at the video and my hand gestures, you come down this road and you would eventually turn around that way.
Right
down there, and it came back out to that road that you can see in the way background.
Yeah, which I think was Fox Hill, which then at the end of that road, if you go up forward and then turn left, you would go up to our elementary school.
Yeah.
Which at this time in 1999, I didn't go to that elementary school. I went to the middle school along the way, Granger, but you went to that middle school, and we walked there and walked back every day.
Granger was quite a bit farther. Did you walk all the way there?
I did, yeah, every day.
Really?
Which was only 180 walks there and 180 walks back. I still think about those walks, some of those walks.
Really? Because of how long it was?
Just it was long, and it was with Fred every day.
Yeah.
Fred,
that's pretty cool that you guys could walk to school and back every day together.
Yeah.
Because for the most part, I went by myself. There was like some periods of time where my routine was I would hop on my bike, go down this road, and drive over to Middlebury, and hang out at Thomas's for an hour.
Yeah.
And then we would go together.
Right.
But yeah, I didn't have as significant of a travel to school story. But what's crazy is the idea that we would go on our own when we first moved there even.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, Mom talks about that a lot, just like leaving for work and letting us. She tells the story about like being nervous for us. And she goes to work, and when she came back, like our cereal bowls were in the sink, like we took care of it ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like Fred and I he would like wait for me at the end of that street, or maybe more up at that, like the
because he was up. You would go down that street, right, down this sidewalk, turn left, and then his road was off to the right. Yeah,
right, like up one block. That's right. Yeah, he was.
Did you meet him at school, and he was just happened to live really close, or did you guys meet in the neighborhood?
Dude, everybody lived close.
That's true.
I mean, yes. Yeah,
because the elementary school, there was 2 elementary schools in other directions really close by. Right? Like, what was the other one called?
Yeah.
McCarty?
Oh, well, McCarty, yeah. You mean across the main roads.
Yeah, just the idea that there were so many elementary schools that everybody at Georgetown was right there.
Well, because the subdivision was called Georgetown.
Yeah,
like, if you went to Georgetown, you lived there. Yeah, I remember, like, later on finding, like, the students I knew and where they lived in the neighborhood, and subsequently, like, girls who I had a crush on, like, where they lived, and we would, like, ride our bikes by their houses.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I didn't have that many friends from school that were nearby.
You found Thomas, and that was a wrap.
But that wasn't even because of school. We got to know each other in T-ball.
Right.
And then we ended up together in first grade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you ended up
play the video.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, dude. Look how wide the road is.
Hello.
Hi, Kevin's
dad. That is probably Mark's house behind those gentlemen there.
Yeah.
Mark Spivey.
You should have tagged him.
Shout out to him, my best friend from that era. One of my best friends. I guess I had a couple. There's Godiva pooping.
Yes.
Get it.
There's like a dog pooping in every video.
Yeah. All right, so that deck. Pause it. This is the real stuff, Kevin, because we can remember all this.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel bad.
I remember climbing up on that shed in the winter and falling through the little top thing because
it was glass.
The door lock was frozen or something, and I couldn't get in.
Morgan says, so this is the middle of the punk phase, but pre-Midwest emo phase.
We weren't even
it,
punk yet.
No.
Not even close.
We were
we were baseball kids.
We were baseball kids.
Although you were leaning more toward like the nerdy side. Like you were really into Star Wars and games and starting to get into action figures and comic books.
Yeah.
And I say true. You were always into action figures, but this is when you started to like collect and obsess over them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Well, and Pokemon and Zelda and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pokemon came out my 6th grade year. And so but at this time it was probably just all Pokemon. So no, as far as musical taste, funny you mentioned the punk phase. No, 1999. Well, Kevin discovered Blink-182 later that summer, 1999. Yeah. But at this point in time, July-ish 1999, it was all about All-Star by Smash Mouth.
This was about when did It's All Been Done by Bare Naked Ladies come out?
That would have been like the previous summer. It would have been the previous summer.
Because that song, dude, we had like this stereo, and one side there were 2 cassettes, right? So you could like record onto another cassette. And I recorded that song off the radio, took the cassette, put it in the left, and took a blank cassette, and I would record it and then rewind this one and record it again so I could play it on repeat on a cassette tape.
Right.
And I would listen to it 9-10 times in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, that happened like winter time, 98, 99.
Okay.
Right? So by then, I mean, this was all like MTV, like we were watching TRL, and it was a lot of like VH1 top 10. So it was like All Star by Smash Mouth, Smooth by Santana featuring Rob Thomas, Livin' La Vida Loca. Anyway, go ahead and play.
All right.
Oh, that deck. Do you remember when you slid and when it snowed and you did like a body slide across that deck and your hands were shredded?
Yes, I do. I had like a handful of splinters.
Like the gnarliest, all the way in 1-inch splinters. Oh my god. I remember days like that out on the back deck and like the sun is coming down and dad's inside watching Highlander on USA Network.
Yeah, right.
And I'm out doing nunchucks.
And look at the grass. So the grass would have been fresh cut. So for the viewers, like back to behind the camera here is the green. We called it the Greenway. And in the suburbs of Aurora, it's like big, massive area of green between the cluster of houses. And it would get mowed professionally, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 times the whole summer. So it would get like a foot deep and you could army crawl and not be seen in there. And then they'd cut it down and it would be short like this for a few months.
So we went from like Chicago, where it was a city block and then you had a backyard in the back and then garages in an alleyway to essentially Greenway, which is like so suburban, soccer. And do you remember when the wind would just like howl at night and it would sound like ghosts outside? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We shared a bedroom at this house. That dog. Rip, Godiva.
Good girl.
Yeah.
She's pretty old here. She's like 10, 11.
Look.
Yeah. No. She wouldn't have been like 89. She was more like...
Hey, get on Candy Camera here. Say hello.
Those women that Larry's had over these
Hey!
Look at this. Catching fireflies. Are you kidding me right now?
Hey!
Look at all those lightning bugs.
There's 1 billion trillion of them.
Our accents.
Hey, that's a perfect case for those.
You're so...
Dude.
You're so excited.
I am so awkward. Just like the way I walk. I'm so like 10-year-old
catch the
awkward.
bug. Let me take
Yeah.
you.
Morgan says, when
Wow,
you're there, you
look at
just
all those
experience
lighting
it, but
up.
somehow when you look back at the moment, it's even more special. Why? I don't know, but that is magic.
Yeah,
that's like the
This is
closest
more
thing
than
to
I've seen in
magic.
my entire life.
I find it so crazy that we're 10 and 12 and this excited about
The
fireflies.
Bulbasaur,
Yeah, it's a little dorky.
Yeah.
I remember like wanting to be so cool when I was 12, but
Me
that
too.
is not cool.
We're legit excited about these.
Listen.
Look, I'm twirling.
I know.
I'm twirling. I'm twirling.
Now, if like as an adult man, if my kids 12 and 10 are outside in the backyard twirling,
I'd be out there with them.
Me too. That just sounds like the happiest thing, like that my kids are outside instead of playing video games. But man, a couple of boys who wanted so bad to be cool, twirling in the darkness.
I don't know if I really wanted to be cool yet.
You might
another year.
Not at 10.
Another year maybe.
4th grade, end of 4th grade. I don't know about that.
Sure, there was a little of me that wanted to be.
We're gonna win this team.
We're gonna win this team stinks, you said. All right, so
What's that?
shout out to Mom who's watching. Not to criticize. We love our mom.
What is that?
And we
Don't.
had a great life and a great childhood.
You know.
But Mom's straight up refusal to buy us cleats is, I think, one of the more foundational experiences of our childhood.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you pause it?
Yeah, I did because I wanted to tell a story about the cleats.
So, okay. Go ahead. So I'm wearing, hold on. I'm wearing like they're Converse, but they're basketball shoes. They're not like Chucks. They're like Converse brand
They're basketball shoes.
Right. That probably we bought for basketball 2 seasons ago.
And a couple sizes too big, probably.
Right. Yeah. And so Mom's like, we don't need more shoes.
No more shoes.
You've got, I had like my Airwalks for school and then like my basketball shoes for the baseball field. For sport.
God, dude.
My Converse for sport. And I wouldn't be surprised if I wore those same damn shoes at football the next year in 7th grade. Morgan says, why no cleats? That's a question for our mom, Morgan.
Let's see if she replies in the chat. There's some reasoning here.
So you will notice. Go ahead.
I eventually, I don't know at what point. I didn't play soccer in Aurora. I think you did for a year or something.
No, you did.
Not in Aurora. I played in Corydon.
No, 100% you played, because I'm remembering. It's a joke with Amanda. Like anytime it's a cloudy day, I go, Amanda, reminds me of listening to Hootie and the Blowfish, and going to my brother's soccer games.
I definitely played in Corydon, so maybe I did both because I played with Dave in Corydon. But anyway, at one point, I finally got a pair of baseball cleats, and then I started playing soccer.
Stop even calling them baseball cleats. Just say you got sporting cleats.
Sports cleats. I showed up to the first soccer game, and the referee says you can't wear those. And I said, why not? And they said, because there's a toe cleat. You can't have a toe cleat like on the very front of the toe,
right?
In soccer, and so
kick him.
I couldn't play that day. So I go home and told Mom and Dad I need soccer cleats, and you know what we did? We hacksawed the front cleat off. With a hacksaw. I'm not kidding.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about. So first of all,
talking about those 8 third baseman.
We'll stick
Give me a pause.
You can get
Give me a pause.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel bad that we keep pausing. So I'm the pitcher here. Lucky number 13. I picked that because my favorite number is 13 because my birthday's on the 13th. I was a terrible pitcher, very slow. I had no pitches or anything. I was just the biggest kid on the team, so I could just throw it harder than anybody else. So there's me pitching on the mound with my cleat of my sneaker.
I'm a little confused on timing, Mike. I thought I played with you on your last season. But we
You
were on
are.
the
You
same
did.
team.
You are.
But
You're
I
out
was
in
just
left field.
standing next to Dad talking into the camera. Was
You're
I
in
not?
there. No, yeah. I mean, maybe, but you're in there. They were. That was the beginning of the game. They were like dusting off the mound.
Okay.
Look at the form. Oh, what the arm swing, dude! I
Ball.
thought I was so fast.
Ball.
Is that ball? Little high, little high, little high.
A little bit.
All right, okay. Morgan says this episode should be named after that Foo Fighters song, Aurora.
Keep it on mic.
Oh yeah, I remember Aurora. Oh, yeah. I don't think they're singing about Aurora, Illinois, though.
Come on, Mike. Throw strikes, buddy.
Two growing boys. You were growing so fast I could either clothe or feed you.
What were you thinking about on the mound, Mike? Were you
Yeah, I
nervous?
can zoom in and out.
No.
All
No.
right.
Whose camera's it?
I thought I was
Mine.
decent.
Let me get Kevin.
Oh, I am in left field. There I
There's
am.
Kevin playing left
Dang,
field.
I'm such an athlete. Look at me.
You look like an athlete. I look like I don't know. Like, look at my legs. I'm like thick. Oh, there's Chris Irwin. Michael,
Look at
your
Mike.
daddy home?
My schedule, it's like, I play the Angels and then the next day I play the Devils. So
I don't know what I was thinking because when I think of baseball, I think of this, but my memory of like
Okay, Mike, get this batter.
clearer. And like not caring so much about baseball and just like purposefully
Good stop,
wearing like
Steve, good stop.
like purposefully wearing like bright orange boxers under my white pants and like flipping my hat up just to cause a scene.
Did you know that, Larry?
Yeah.
You got bases loaded. Well, who is this woman just constantly talking to Dad?
That's Elaine. That's Mrs. Hodorowski.
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
Two growing boys. You were going so fast I could either clothe or feed you. That's Mom's response.
Yeah. It's a bit of a cop-out, but that's fine. Oh, pass ball.
That's okay. You got there too quick. He was afraid to go.
I held him up, yeah. This was not one of my better games. I remember that.
Is there me at bat?
Can I
I
record
think
or
so,
no?
yeah. To be honest, the pitching could have been
Oh, he got hit.
better. Yeah. Ah, gosh. I was
All right, turn it off now.
I was
I'll wait till
pretty
you
terrible,
and
I
Kevin's
guess.
back.
Hold on, I want to see Josh.
All right.
Josh is good.
Mike, I want to see Josh. Josh is good.
Wait, me though? Oh, this is. Oh, we're up to bat now.
Yeah, we're up to bat.
So I didn't.
You said
I didn't hit the batter.
No, you said in the camera. I want to see
Okay.
Josh.
Yeah.
Go, go, go. Stay up, stay up. You're in.
And summer '99, like I remember summer '98 a lot. That was the last time the Bulls won the championship, and I remember
How?
eating like Subway with the Rowskis after games.
Yeah.
But I don't quite remember. The only thing I remember
How?
about this year.
Dad?
Is Dad the base coach?
Dad? Dad?
Yeah, he's probably.
It
on
is
third,
on.
Yeah.
Up. It is up.
Bethany just flamed me. I know.
Hold up.
Fair game.
Tag up, tag up.
I'm just not an athlete.
Dad is like super into the game. Did you hear him go, oh!
Yeah.
This is Dan.
You know, I imagine that's how I'll be.
That's
Yeah, me
Dad's
too.
up.
Let's play for sure. Is that Chris Irwin?
Yeah, it looks like it.
All right. Give us the base. All right, Dan. It hits 2
That's
runs.
the prime of Dad's life.
Sounded like he said Dan.
Dan?
That's a strike.
Oh, it was Dan. Dan Monahan.
Dan the man Monahan.
Yeah,
He was a funny dude.
he was. He was funny. I think he was a grade lower than me.
Dad, go back! Dad, go back!
Dan Monahan.
Hits 2 runs, buddy. Hit that ball.
The way you guys said dad, that accent. Yeah, I hear that too.
Another step.
Father.
Dad.
Dad.
Find that
Does this thing have 4-wheel drive?
I have a bad feeling that the camera battery is gonna die before one of us gets the bat.
No. This is the video. This is it, like the baseball game.
I'm actually kind of shocked that a camcorder that's now 9 years old, 10 years old almost,
All right, go.
has a battery that lasts
Yeah?
Go ahead.
this long. Good knock.
Get in there. Stay on second. Stay on second. All right, there. Way to go, Dad.
Wait, is 7 you? Are you 7 or are you 4?
Nice hit.
That
Good
kind
hustle,
of.
guys.
Dad,
He has your gait.
this is Kevin.
It's
It
me.
is you. Wait, shut up, everybody. Shh.
I hope I don't strike out. Damn it.
I bet you have a dinger right here.
Dad used to make me bunt
And
and
that's a
steal
ball.
all the time.
You watch me. I'll tell you what.
This is before I got fat and slow and they started calling me molasses.
Rip one, buddy.
You were a skinny
Go,
kid.
hold up.
Oh!
Back up. Come on. Nice hit.
I got out.
All right, you gotta tag up on that. When he catches it, you take another base. Okay?
Oh, you didn't even get a sack.
All right, 2 outs. You run on anything, okay?
Infield. Plays at 1. 2 down.
Hey, at least you put some wood on the ball. I guarantee I strike out.
You
3
did
times.
the elbows out.
All right. Nice.
Wait, why did they record everyone?
All right, I'll hit the run.
Well, it's our camera, so my guess is A, for funsies, or B, Dad wanted to like see batting stand. He was the coach of the team that year.
Ben says white chocolate molasses. That's right.
Oh yeah.
They started calling me Mo in high school baseball because I was so slow.
Yeah. But I think, Morgan, to answer the question, I think Dad was the coach, so he wanted to see batters. Although, this was like our last or second to last game of the season.
Was it? I thought we came back from Indiana for like the playoffs or something weird like that.
That's close, good memory. We came
party?
back 4th of July weekend because I was on the All-Star team.
There you go.
And I remember I missed the practice for that, so I think I played like outfield, and I was not an outfielder. I was a pitcher or first baseman. Man, my form is just so.
What'd they call that? Oh. Score is
It's not
3-3.
that bad. It's not that bad.
Well, you're being
12.
generous.
You're 12 years old.
I know, but 12-year-olds today, man. Like, if one gets across the plate,
You're also
Come on,
throwing
Mike,
from the
throw
stretch
strike.
the whole time. It doesn't look like anybody's on.
yeah, that was just the most comfortable way for me.
Did you like pitching? Were you into it, or did you just do it because people told you to?
I liked it because I liked being the center of attention.
Money pitch.
My favorite days in baseball was when I was your catcher. That was so much fun.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. So I'll tell 2 like positive stories from baseball. Generally, I was not an athlete. I just didn't have like.
Okay, Mike, come on, throw a
I didn't have
strike,
like the
buddy.
athletic drive. I was just not. I don't have the
There it
hunger
is.
to win at sports. I'm not
Then
an
watch
athlete.
it, killing them.
Okay. But there were a couple of games. One where I probably had like 6 or 7 strikeouts. And do you remember Joey Hackett? Like
Yeah.
the Hacketts and then Joey. He was like 12 when we were 10 or whatever, or
Yeah.
like 14 when I was 12 or something like that. I remember I struck him out with a changeup. And we won the game.
Get down.
And at the end of the game, Chris's
So
dad,
many
Coach Irwin,
errors.
I know, so ugly.
Make your move. Don't wait till they miss.
Chris's
kid just
dad
scored
was
from
like,
first, Mike.
I know it. He was like, Mike, you won that game. Like, you won that game for us. And so that was a moment where I was like, maybe I don't suck.
John, stay right there. You get back on the grass. Not now. When you steal,
this shot
let
is
the
just
shortstop
awesome.
take the bag.
Sky
You
gets
get
me every
10,
time. It
15
just looks like
seconds.
1999. It does.
It so does. And all the attire. Every dad is wearing like
Okay, Mike.
hemmed jean shorts.
T-shirt tucked in.
All
Yep.
right.
Yeah, their
Forget
t-shirts
about
are all
everything.
tucked
Just
in.
get the batter.
Also, we're playing the White Sox. Brewers versus the White Sox. This was before like Dad could choose what team we were.
He was never the head coach.
He was, or maybe Coach Irwin, Chris's dad was. I'm pretty sure Dad was the head coach this year.
Yeah, well, there was
Okay.
1 year he was the head coach. You're right.
Get him.
Money pitch, Mike. Come on.
Sinker. Oh, sank a little bit too early.
Look at those calves. Oh my God.
It's a meeting on the mound. Third inning.
Oh,
Tie
Chris is
score
catching
3-3.
Did your arm hurt? You pitched a lot.
No. I did pitch a lot. Some days I just wasn't feeling it.
I remember being so bored on this team because I was like one of the youngest kids because I was.
You were. It was 10, 11, 12, and you were in the young. Oh, did I just get taken off the mound for Steve Irwin? Not Steve Irwin, Steve something. I did. Let's look at this kid's windup.
On the ground, you're moving.
Oh, he's got a.
His is pretty sloppy too, though.
It's sloppy, but when he fires, it's. Look at me on third. Just got demoted.
Give it to you, buddy. Better bring it in.
Did you ever cry at a baseball game? I never cried at a. That's a great question. No, I never cried at a baseball game. There were probably times where I got a little weepy because I would strike out a lot. And then one time I was having a really bad game on the mound pitching, and my dad pulled me in like the second inning, and he like put his hand out. I'm embarrassed telling this story. He like put his hand out to be like, "Hey, you're done.
Fourth inning.
Go play first or whatever." And I threw the ball up in the air instead of handing it to him.
You fucking asshole.
I know, dude. I know.
So many walks, dude. Like every batter's a walk.
Yeah.
Elaine.
Mrs.
Say hi to
Hodorowski,
Janet.
Hey, Janet.
the legend.
I got your message today. Call me. Bye. I didn't think you'd still be at work.
I like how she's just at our game.
She looks young.
Dude, she's
Yeah,
at
Thomas
our
is
game.
there. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But they're not on our team.
I know I'm cheering for the
Doesn't matter.
She's just there watching our game.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
I love it.
I love this because it's like
All right.
it's Friday night. You know we got McDonald's after this game. You know we watched TGIF, Boy Meets World after
Yeah. I cried once at a baseball game.
this. Did you?
Yeah, I got hit in the eyeball. Like the ball hit me in the eye socket.
Oh, well, that's a good reason. I was just being a
Yeah, it wasn't emotional. I was in pain.
yeah. Bethany, there's no crying in baseball. That's right. And then Morgan the dog just walking around. Yeah, that's our dog. That's Godiva. Lady Godiva, the chocolate lab. Did I wear those pants or did I wear those?
All right, Kevin.
End the inning, baby.
All right, score. What's the score?
Got it.
Here. What's the score, sir?
Want to zoom in on that? Here, we don't want to know
Here's
now.
the
We want to know
score.
at the end of the game.
We have 3 runs, and the other team has. Flip it over.
A couple more, but don't worry about it.
The other team has 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we
I feel
go.
like we were always on a losing team.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
I don't think I was ever on a winning team. ever.
Watch me.
We
I'll
got
let
pretty
you know
good
to
with the
run.
Cubs a couple years where we competed with the Orioles.
Like on the island?
Yeah.
Go,
We didn't
go,
win,
go!
but we competed. We're the second best team.
There was one year
slide.
where, like, they scheduled the
All right,
tournament
Chris, it
late
hits
in
the
the
ribby.
summer. So the Orioles, and Dave was on the Orioles, like, a bunch of their players were on vacation.
Yeah, true.
And we beat them in the tournament. But after that, I definitely remember my last year, which was like my freshman year of high school. Like the band was already a thing. I was already dating my girlfriend. And I was just like, I did not want to play baseball. I'm not a baseball player. I'm not even about this.
Yeah.
I think I lied and told my dad one time I was like sick. I was like, oh, I think my stomach hurts. I need to sit on the bench. And I just hung out with my girlfriend.
Mom says, look at Larry with the signals. I didn't see the signals.
Missed the whole year.
I didn't either.
Shortstop.
Go, go, go. Oh.
Is that Dan?
That's Dan again.
Watch me, okay? Watch me.
Did he have a single earlier on, or did he?
Dad's trying to get the kid on second to steal, but he's not looking. Watch me.
Go, go, go!
Man, Dan can hit. Goodness.
He could hit. Yeah.
That kid refuses to slide.
Yeah. I think I'm up.
Hey, come on.
Nice hit, Dan.
I'm up.
Kevin?
Buddy, driving this run.
Don't do
Oh,
nothing fancy
don't.
with Dan.
Don't hit into a double.
If
Don't
I hit into a double play,
Go.
there's a double play.
Yeah.
I got through.
Did it get through?
Yeah, Kevin! All right, buddy!
RBI, baby.
How do you feel? How do you feel now? And
It
then-
feels pretty good. It feels pretty good right now.
Pause it. Dude.
It
Like,
feels pretty good.
you...
I
Like
was
you-
really hoping that I didn't like get another double play or pop out or something
Yeah.
stupid.
And if it was whatever Dad said, 4 to...
But I think he
5
said
to
it was
4 or
5
whatever?
to 3.
You just had an RBI single. It might have been...
Bringing it back. Bringing it back. We'll see what
It might-
happens.
It might have been E4.
No.
It
It was a shot up the middle. It was a
I think
shot
the
up the
kid was.
middle.
I think the kid was laying on the ground, but
The
that's
pitcher tried to dive, but he couldn't
All
get to
right.
it quick enough because it was a shot up the middle.
E1 runner scores off an error.
Hold on. Watch me.
Why are they
okay?
calling?
I'm trying not to do it.
Literally everyone wearing
Kevin,
helmets.
watch
Well,
me, okay?
the defense, the infield and the outfield are wearing baseball caps, and then the helmets are the batters.
Go, Dan. You gotta run.
Dude, I can't believe you got a really.
You jealous?
And it's
Come on, this is
because
your
watch me
at-bat.
strike out.
Here's Mike. Do you know?
Pause it,
Hold
pause
on,
it, pause it, pause it.
Do you
Pause it,
know
pause it,
for
pause
sure
it,
that
pause it.
you strike out?
I don't, but listen. Can you? I don't want you to rewind it because I don't. If we get in the habit of rewinding, this podcast will go off the rails. You can hear in Dad's voice. I don't know if you heard it. If you're watching on YouTube, rewind it.
I'm gonna have to rewind it.
You can hear in Dad's voice when you're up to bat. There's like a confidence.
Let's go.
There's like
Come on.
yeah, Kevin hits a run.
And
Come
for
on.
you, and for you, it's all right,
And-
Mike. Come
All
on.
right, you can if you believe it, and you can. There's like there's like a disappointment already. He's like, well,
Mike's
you're
up.
still my son. You're still my son.
Who's up, Mike? Oh, let's go,
Did you-
Mikey. Come
Did
on.
you scrub it back? Did you scrub it back?
No,
Oh, I thought you did.
I did.
So
I did.
you got that single. He's like, all right. Now listen to Dad's voice. He's like, all right.
Oh, I went back a little far.
Go, Dan. You gotta run.
That's fine. So he's coaching. Here we go. Listen to his voice.
Okay, Mike. I need scores 2 runs, buddy. Come on, this is
2
your
runs,
at-bat.
buddy. That wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad.
This is your at bat. If you just believe it. Oh my goodness! Look at my face. I just want to play Zelda so bad.
Oh man.
2 out.
You're saying he believes more in Kevin? No, he
Let
doesn't
him talk.
believe. He knows
Time it,
about
Mike.
Kevin.
This is your pick.
Oh man.
Go ahead.
Just the disappointment. I don't. This is kind of.
How's it gonna move?
Ball's in. 2 more.
They quit recording it?
They did, yeah, because it got embarrassing.
Pop fly. Oh, you didn't know about that?
No one ever told me. That day you two were very evasive. Yeah, I was throwing the ball, and
Well,
Thomas
you know,
hit it, and
for
then
the
it
best,
popped out of
really.
his glove. Then
No,
a
he's
year later,
hitting the ball.
Did you hear the story that she
First-
was
no.
just telling? She's telling
No,
the
no.
story of when Dad was hitting us pop flies, and Thomas went to catch it like this, and it popped
Of
his mouth.
course she was.
I've heard that
She
story
loves
1,000
that
times.
story. She loves that story like
She's
it's not the most typical summer activity for a dad to
Right.
hit baseballs to a bunch of boys.
Right. She says
like,
you
it's
guys
hit-
were being so evasive that day.
that day you two were very evasive. Yeah, I was throwing the ball, and Thomas hit it, and then it popped out of his
Morgan
glove.
says
Then
I can't
then
lie.
a
I
year
couldn't
later,
either,
the ball.
apparently.
no, he didn't tell me that.
Whoever
He
was
said-
recording
No,
couldn't
I
even
said I
watch.
hit
They're
it.
like, cut it.
Yeah, he
No,
did.
you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I was hitting them high flies.
No, you told me that about 3 months after it happened. Honest to
After
God, you
it
did.
happened.
Because when you brought him to my house, there was. You go. Oh, I guess I better bring him home. There was blood everywhere.
Look at us. Look at that shot. Look at that 2-shot.
The third and left.
The bros
Score is 12.
holding up the hot corner.
4. Fourth
That was
inning.
not a good third
That
base.
should be the video thumbnail, Mike. Take a screen
Awesome.
grab and overlay us on it.
Yeah. Okay. Why bother, Mike? Don't pretend like you're.
Oh, that's why he stopped filming. I think the kid got out at the plate on that pass ball, and you're up first in the next inning.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Good.
Maybe. Oh, he's telling you to hit a home run, Mike.
Jesus Christ. Pause it. This literally gives me anxiety. I'm anxious right now.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just being hit with so the wave of nostalgia I feel watching this. This one hits a little different because okay. I don't want to brag, but I had good games.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, there were games where as the pitcher, I won games. And when I wasn't slumping, if my bat hit the ball, it would launch because I was just a big kid. But this was, I remember watching this video. I don't remember this game, but I remember the video. This is a particularly bad game. And I don't think we watched me throw a strike. Here's Dad, desperate for his favorite son, child, to get a hit. I just know that I won't.
You were not a good hitter ever, though, were you?
No.
I mean, you made the All-Star team as a pitcher. Clearly
Right.
you were one of the better in the league.
Right, yeah. Right. No, not as a hit. I was bad. I would say 1 year, maybe when I was 11, I didn't have, I wasn't slumping. But I would say this year, I fell into a pretty bad slump that I just never got out of.
Yeah.
I remember, Grandpa talking to Mom about it, just being like, "God, he's swinging under it, and he's just got a," and I don't know.
That's so
The house is
sad.
bad.
Did,
I know, it is sad.
Did you continue to struggle hitting in Corydon?
Yes.
You did.
I have continued. Well, I struggled all the way up until I quit. And then when we started playing softball, I went to the batting cages a lot and kind of figured it out.
Yeah. Mom says this is a turning point for you. You gave up on sports. I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
I
for
think
sure.
I think that's absolutely
We did have I can't speak for you, but I felt like we had a good time playing baseball on the same team at Corydon. When I was your catcher, I feel like we would talk about the games after.
Yeah. Maybe.
But you might not have cared at all.
I might have just been having fun with my brother, but definitely, she says this was the turning point. It was not as fun in Indiana. It was not as fun.
Really?
In Indiana.
Okay.
And by then, you were clearly more of an athlete than I mean, watching this now, you're clearly more of the athlete. But like in Indiana, I knew it too.
I mean,
all right.
Watching this now, you can't tell that I'm more of an athlete, honestly. I hit a little dinker up the middle that they just couldn't get to.
You, first of all, got a ribby single. I'll be generous. And then you snagged one and left. And so far,
I forgot about the catch.
I'm about to strike out, and I don't think I threw in a single
after
strike.
Having walked in a couple runs.
Maybe sports weren't for you better than other things. Well, thank you very much. I like to think sports were not for. I was not for sports.
It's 14-4.
My wife, bless her heart, actually, she'll like.
Did he just say it? Did he just say it's 14-4?
Ew, really?
No way. Why would he care so much about your at bat? Just because he wants you to get a hit? Is this you?
Yeah, that's me. 13.
Oh man, that's bad.
I know.
Good eye, Mike. We need base runners. A walk.
It'll protect my face.
That Brewers shirt is a shirt I would like to have.
Me too, dude. Me too.
Because it had like the Henley, like the 3 buttons here.
I had mine for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in there. You swing it though.
I'm so behind.
Nice to hit him, but
Hey, you hit that one.
You have like a weird follow through with your wrist.
Yeah, a little like.
time it.
I'm just weak. Like I'm a butter pizza eating Zelda player.
Nice walk, Mike.
Hey,
base on balls, baby. Base on balls.
Come on, guys, let's hurry up.
Hey, come on.
It's kind of crazy how much I love watching sports.
Mike.
And how much I love, like, desperately love the Cubs.
Dad's telling you to steal, I think.
Yeah.
There you go, Mikey.
I could have taken third.
All right, look.
All right, look. Nice hit, Colin.
Dad was telling you to hold up. You gotta watch your base coach.
Was he telling me?
Yeah.
Come on, Steve. A hit will bring in some runs.
Oh, I hope I get another at bat.
You might in this video.
Go,
Steve.
Weasel.
Weasel.
Weasel? Was that his nickname?
I guess. I don't remember that.
Come off the base
The
a little
Weasel.
bit when the catcher has it.
I remember, like, already by this time, to kind of go back to Mom saying this is the turning point. I remember, like, when we would do something for spring break, and we would get the call at the end of spring break,
Why did he stop?
and they were like, all right,
That's it. You
this is
gotta
the
go,
team
man.
you're on, and baseball practice is in
gotta
1
run.
week. I'd be like, no.
You're on third,
Oh,
Mike.
it's telling me no battery, Larry.
Did I
No
steal?
battery.
No battery.
10 runs this inning and win this game.
We'll do it.
Look how tan Dad is.
He is
Don't worry about the
super
score. Let's get some runs.
11-4.
Ben says, Mike, this makes me miss softball so much. Me too. Ben, actually, if you don't mind vouching for me a little bit in the comments here,
How many outs, Dad?
I can play softball. I'm okay at softball. I think my passion turned around when I got older.
I want to play softball, dude. That'd be so awesome.
It's a blast. It's a blast. Okay. Okay. Look at me
Mike's gonna go. Mike's gonna go. Look out.
Javi dancing on the bag.
You can go.
Wait.
Come back. You got to use your head, baby. Yeah, you got to use your own brain. Don't wait for Dad.
You gotta use your own brain. Don't wait for
Use
that.
your own brain. Don't wait for
It
that.
don't matter. It don't matter. We got to get loose.
Go through the fence. That's why I said go.
With baseball and softball, well, they're pitching underhand. It's the big thing. But I don't know. As far as like defense,
You got two on you.
I mean, the crazy thing is like
Come
when
on,
we play
Josh. Don't
softball,
strike out, babe.
I play shortstop, which is like
Oh, they
unbelievable.
can't. I don't
The
know.
hobby of our co-ed softball team. That's right. I play shortstop. It's like unbelievable. I don't know. I'm just. I care more.
Dan the man.
Come on, we're
Come on, Dave.
this game.
Oh, Dave.
Hey, you guys, watch me, okay?
Oh, Dave Dorman, I think was his name.
Just walk them home, just like they do for us. That's it. They only have 2 hits.
Dave Dorman. I remember he and Chris are same grade, and I like.
Run it, David, run! Dave, run! Go! Dang! Well, he was going to be out.
Well, he
He had to stay, but Dave has to run.
Dad is so pissed.
God damn it!
He had to hold it.
should have came halfway down the line.
But that was an infield fly rule.
Yeah, hey, wait a minute.
Infield fly rule.
Dad doesn't know.
Get on the base.
He wouldn't have caught it.
He wouldn't.
Chris, come on,
He
buddy.
wouldn't
Rip
have
one.
caught it. I like that guy.
That's
I
awesome.
hope that guy's living well.
He wouldn't have caught
Hey,
Chris Irwin, he and I were like baseball friends. We were on this team for 3 years together. And we switched. We were on that team.
Oh, go! That's why you don't stop.
Did you see that little celebration?
Yeah.
You had it.
We were on that team with that kid Alex, and his dad was the coach.
We need a bunt.
And I hated that guy. And so we switched teams. And then Chris Irwin, his dad was the coach, and then Dad coached.
Ooh,
the
nice
third
cut.
year. Once again,
Get out in
fits
front
are
of it,
fire.
Alan.
Thank you. Yes, they are.
Alan was my buddy. We played basketball together.
Alan, that kid?
Yeah.
I don't remember him. He must be very-
2 outs.
Crazy
Come on,
that
Alan.
every
Get
kid
a big
on
hit.
this team had the last name Phil Waltz Plumbing.
Nice one.
Thanks.
Is that game over?
Very good.
Oh, no, you kidding.
Good job.
It's better than.
There's Godiva getting a drink of water. I have a bag of ice. There's our fans.
Look at that. Nobody's wearing a mask.
Did you just
And
say that?
there's our coaches.
Yeah.
That was weird. It didn't sound. It sounded weird.
Oh. How starving were you guys after games? Oh, man.
Dude, the snacks. Game snacks, man.
Yeah. So that was a big deal. Like, there was a snack rotation. And it was always pretty decent. A little travel Gatorade and some orange slices. A Nutter bar and a bottle of water, something like that. But a couple parents would do like a Coca-Cola and a Snickers, and that was always super dope.
Yep.
And then Mom would always do Rice Krispie treats, and that was like
Dilly
the crown
bars.
jewel. Oh, Dilly bars!
She would do the dilly bars.
Yes! Oh, Dilly bars.
Dang, look at
this?
this kid on a freaking
What is
GoPed
this?
scooter. Pretty cool.
So this was Chris. He was the other big kid on the team.
He's
he
got
was-
a nice wind up.
Yeah, he was an athlete. But anyway, he and I wanted to be friends with him like in the school year, and it just I don't
Michael
know, it never
playing
worked
third
out.
base.
Dad called you Michael.
He called me Michael quite a bit in these videos.
He did, yeah.
Dilly Bar from the Dairy Queen,
Yeah.
like almost up the road from here, right? Is this the one? Is this the field across the way, across the like main street?
No, this is the one. Yes, yeah. We're right behind the school. Is I think behind the camera maybe. Look at me, just chilling.
What is that, McCarty?
No, I don't think so. I think this is Georgetown.
Definitely not Georgetown. 100% not.
I think you're right. Yeah, this is McCarty. You're right. Georgetown, our neighborhood is to the left in this shot. Oh, there's me again.
That's right. Yeah, it was to the west, and to the
Ooh, nice shot.
to the right is like Neola Library.
I have baseball cleats on, Mike.
Yeah, well, they thought more.
There it is.
Pay the kid.
All right.
Pay the kid.
Are you?
Come on, that's sweet.
With
Send
a
him a
double?
third. Send him a third.
You're gonna get a triple.
Get a trip. Get a trip.
Stay there. Stay there.
Oh, dude.
Seven just hit a triple. Speed, that'd have been a home run.
All right, pause it.
I know. Run faster, Kevin.
Pause it.
You go
Live it.
run faster, Kevin.
Live it right now. Live in it.
What do you mean?
Tell me your feelings. What are you feeling?
It's awesome. I got chills when I saw the ball go over the kid's head.
They underestimated you, man.
You know, when we moved to Corydon, this level of play would have had a fence that's short. In Aurora, there's a lot more stuff than good old Corydon, Indiana. So they had to put two fields facing each other, and outfields just met, and it served the purpose of all the leagues, right?
Sometimes three. Yeah, sometimes three fields.
I wonder if at this age that ball goes over a fence.
Ooh, maybe. We hit a few though that like if it touched the opposite infield, that was a home run. But there were not a lot of like ground rule home runs. It was a lot of like, can you get it inside the park?
There was no ground rule home run. They just had to not get to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they had to chase it down.
Which I never. I hit a couple of home runs, inside the park home runs here, but when we moved to Indiana, never. I hit like 3 in practice, never in a game. And in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if my career batting average in Indiana was less than 100.
Really?
Oh,
wait,
man.
You said you hit home runs in practice?
Yeah.
Like over the fence home runs or like in the park?
Yeah, over the fence home runs in practice.
Really?
Yeah.
In Corydon?
In Corydon, yeah.
Interesting. I only hit one ball over the fence ever, and it was in a game. And it was a grand slam.
Oh, dang.
Ben asks a good question. Favorite game snack? Do you mean like snack to eat during the game or after game snack? I used to love the double bubbles during the game. I would try to fit as many as I could in my mouth.
I liked All Sport when it was carbonated.
Yeah, just a little carbonated. Just enough so you know it's carbonated.
Little bubble on your lip with your fruity electrolytes.
Yeah.
I would say that in this era that you're asking about, Ben, I would go with a bottle of grape All Sport.
Kev is the GOAT. Damn right. We're going to watch it again. Here you go.
There it is. That's all this
All
is.
right.
Over his head. Chase it,
Come on,
bitch.
that's sweet.
Send him a third. Send him a third.
Come on.
That's
run
not a
that
home
thing
run,
around.
but that's a
Stay
nice
there.
hit.
Stay
That's a
there.
nice hit.
7 just hit a triple.
I'm a little
Speed, that'd have
surprised I
been
didn't get a
home
butt
run.
slap right there.
Yeah, I know. Run faster, Kevin.
I mean,
Slow.
Mike, he's on base.
you're slow. You can't even throw a strike. Like, you just hit an opposite field triple. Ugh. Ugh. Big League Chew, yeah.
I'm hoping I steal
Come on, Zach.
home.
Hop it in the outfield.
As an adult, I'm a little jealous. You have a video of you having.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I want to know, like, Mom, if you're still watching,
On that swing.
How did you?
Look at this shirt.
Yeah, he's like.
There it is. Go, baby, go.
Nice.
Hold up,
hit.
Kevin. Go.
Come on, Dan. Go to 2.
Dang, now he ripped it.
Yeah. 2 hits and a run.
Did he just get break his ankle?
There it is.
Look at that. Stay fair.
Rally.
Man, we are freaking
Go 3. Go 3, Luke.
hitting the wall now.
Stand up. Stand up and stay there. There he is.
That's awesome.
Good for that kid. Good
Yeah,
for that kid.
Man, we're making a comeback here.
I know it.
It's coming up. Josh, you gonna have to.
Everybody
Nice hit,
hitting it to
Kevin.
right field. Did you see
Wait,
my
is
ear
that your
piercing?
He's hitting
earring? Is
that
that your
first
Ear
earring?
piercing? What?
You got yours.
Yeah,
You got yours
look how
pierced
cool.
that summer. Yeah, I didn't get mine pierced until we moved.
Brooke, look at my ear piercing.
You shouting out to your wife? Like,
Yeah.
Nice hit, Kevin.
Check it out.
Look at
He was
pause
hitting
it,
that
just
first
pause
game,
it.
too.
Dude, you were so smooth. I can't believe, when I was in 6th grade, you were my annoying, lame little brother. And even when we were that young, you were cooler than me. Even then.
I was
Look
10.
at
I
you.
was a 10-year-old boy with an ear piercing.
With the ear piercing, you're batting 1,000 and a little league. The young kid on the 10 to 12.
Oh man. Sorry, Mikey.
Oh, dude.
Hey, you're pretty smart though.
Yeah, okay. Cool. I read books a lot, whatever.
Come on, hit another triple.
I want to know,
or
what
a
mom
home run.
thinks. I feel like we talk about, when I talk to mom, I talk about my memories with her a lot. But I want to know, as she was watching this game, Mom, if you're still listening,
He doesn't want him running.
you recognize that Kevin was a better athlete than me, right? What did you do with it? What were your feelings? Morgan says, let me think. 99. Nimrod is out. Yes, it is. Foo Fighters is popping off. Life is good. Foo Fighters is very good at the time. Nimrod is out. And we love Time of Your Life. And I'm trying to think if yes. Pause it real quick. Kevin. Sorry. Nimrod. Speaking of Nimrod. I wouldn't say I went super into Green Day yet, but I do remember Nice Guys Finished Last was in the trailer for Varsity Blues, which came out that summer. And so I was obsessed with that song, specifically that summer. But music, as far as music, it was top 10. And more than that, it was
whatever mom was listening to.
No,
car.
Not in 99. Not in 99 so much. By then I had started developing my own taste, and it was Smash Mouth All-Star. Almost exclusive.
I mean, you were pretty into Bare Naked Ladies too, right? Like big
Bare Naked
time?
Ladies at the time. Yeah, for
Because
sure.
we would have listened to the Bare Naked Ladies album all the way to Indiana.
That's right, we did.
Yeah, me too. Get through the inning, he'll get a double out of it easy.
That's a tiny kid.
Now, was that a strike or a ball?
He doesn't call anything. He was just supposed to guess.
Dad getting salty.
The guy doesn't say whether it's a strike or a ball.
So I rarely get nostalgic for summer.
Is this our last
I'm a
lap?
winter and fall kind of guy. But there is something kind of beautiful about the lights coming on as the sun is going down during this game.
Yeah. I would love to be at this game today.
Ben says, which is better, the ping of the bat or the crack of the bat? Well, the ping, because we're familiar with it.
Yeah, I like the ping.
Tie your shoes up.
The crack is different.
All right, Mom says, I just love the sense of community in Little League ball and miss it even now. Yeah. Well, Grandma's going to have to come to the grandkids games for sure. So you guys are just wanting to be happy and feel good about yourselves. Well,
I feel pretty good about myself right now, Mom.
Come on.
yeah.
Another
I remember,
inning, dude? Jeez.
I remember not feeling pretty good about myself during these games. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely like after games being like, I'm a loser team. I'll be in my room playing Zelda.
Chris looks tired.
Put them in there, babe.
Yeah. Well, it's late. We haven't eaten.
Haven't had our dilly bars.
Haven't had our dilly bars.
Let it go, Eric!
Second base.
Bobble.
Good stop, Dan.
All right, Dan.
Man, Dan was a baller. He's hitting bombs. He's making plays in the outfield.
Yeah. I feel like you always feel good about yourself, Kevin.
All right, infield. Come on now.
Oh.
That just made it worse, Mom. Hey, Mike.
What?
Come back.
What?
Live in it. Come on, live in it.
I don't want to live in it right now.
The guys behind you got you, Chris.
It's too real.
Oh,
wait,
that's
pause
that. That's a cute shot.
That was a good shot. Okay. My heart ached for you. Yeah. She knew. They knew. Oh. It frustrates me because I feel like I'm smart enough now to teach myself baseball. Like if I could go back, I would learn to be good at baseball.
Yeah. Yeah, like you joined a softball team and you were not a good hitter as a kid, but you practiced it and learned it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm obviously a learner, and I'm clearly not an elite athlete, not a very good athlete at all. But I think I could have been better than this had I cared. It was just like the thing we did was summer baseball, and I can't give you a definitive answer why I didn't like it or why I didn't try.
Do you think you weren't into it because you weren't that good at it, or you weren't that good at it because you weren't into it?
Well, that's the question, right? Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I can't answer. I don't know. Getting out of my comfort zone frustrated me and made me nervous. I think I had anxiety even as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, like before people talked about what anxiety was, I was pretty anxious. I really loved just being left alone. And when you're on a basketball team, I don't know, like the bigger athletes, I wasn't bullied because I was always the tallest kid, but like I was picked on for not being that athletic, and I hated that. So I don't know. I think it was just a vicious cycle of not being into it, not being good at it.
Yeah, for sure. I miss this time period of baseball because I definitely got into that kind of funked like sophomore, junior year of high school when I played on varsity freshman and sophomore year, and then as a junior I played on JV because I just like stopped being good. I got into a funk where I was worried about balls and strikes.
Yeah.
And I didn't like then in this game I just wanted to hit the ball. I didn't care if I struck out or got walked, or I just wanted to hit the ball. So if I could hit it, I would swing. But then in high school, I got so concerned about the count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morgan asks, do you guys ever smell something today? Oh, this is like my favorite episode so far. It's like the saddest episode, but it's also the best episode. She says, do you ever smell something today and instantly get thrown back to when you were a kid in a specific place or moment? Literally can't describe it. 100%.
What's one thing, Mike, that is like the most a smell? I have something in particular in mind. A smell that I smell. I'm like, oh, that smells like this thing. I want to see if you say the same thing.
I think we know it. Then I kind of want to. Do you want to say what it is?
Yeah.
On the count of three?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
The alien Halloween mask. Oh.
No. Okay. Well, for me, I think of eucalyptus and Grandma and Grandpa's bathroom.
Oh, really? I don't remember that smell at all.
in their house in Lincolnshire.
Interesting.
I do definitely remember like faded grape. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like a weird fruity grape smell in the inside of a Halloween mask that was like a green alien with purple eyes.
Yeah. Yes, ask me that question again on another episode, Morgan, when we're already at an hour 20. But yes, there's so many. I remember high school. I can remember vacations. I can remember girlfriends. I can remember shows. Yes, smells. I have heard that like sense or your scent is the strongest sense tied to memory, and I believe it very strongly.
Yeah, and baseball in particular, there's so many particular smells that make it awesome.
Absolutely,
like the smell of the glove, the smell of the cut grass, smell of popcorn snacks and stuff like that, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, should
Mom
we get it
says, going? Yeah, play it. Mom says you're too kind for sports and not aggressive enough to really go for it. Yeah. I think that's...
Come on, go! Get down!
Just...
Why is Dad just taking a break?
Dad, when I move in to look at it like this, it gets real blurry.
Same play, Kevin. Put the camera right here. Give me the camera.
No.
It just goes.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put her in the car.
Same play, Kevin. You run in so you can get it home.
Soaps or shampoos take me back to people and places. Oh, yes.
Who's recording? Is it you? Or did I get taken out?
No, I think it's you.
Alan at third. Zach at short.
That sounds like me.
There's Josh over there at second. Dave at first. Chris pitching.
Kevin, gotta move in, babe. Okay?
Steve at home.
I think it's you.
Love the smell of grass.
There's Big Kmart.
I actually don't.
What did you just call me?
Kevin, gotta move
K
in,
butter.
Okay?
Steve at home. There's Big Kmart.
Big Kmart?
Big Kmart?
What?
Yeah, come on out!
That's the first and only time I ever called it.
I love it. Big Kmart, man.
Big Kmart. Special K.
And we really were always the worst baseball team. Yeah. I had a couple teams early on in Aurora with Thomas, like the Rockies, where we never lost.
Yeah.
And after that, I was just always on a bad team.
You know why you were on the bad teams? Because I was the best player on your team.
I take you out. Get up.
Because your oldest kids were terrible.
Right up.
Morgan says, did the ice cream truck ever vid?
Big
Oh
K.
my goodness, yes.
Let's look at the pitch.
Big time. Big time. Yes. Give me a twister cone. Strawberry twister with the gumball at the bottom. That's my favorite.
No, this is fun.
Come on, Derek. Do it too.
Liver commentary? Yeah, that's true. I'm like a proto podcast.
Hey, blow the smoke off that ball there.
I did a lot of that kind of stuff. I even now, even here early on, I love to create content.
I think that's what she was talking about. She was talking about your camera commentary.
Yes, no, I know, right, exactly. And that's what I'm saying, was like, if I could put a positive spin on why I wasn't into sports, it's because I was an artist. Not, and I don't mean like drawing, it's just like I was always a creative person. I always preferred to create rather than be aggressive.
Got Dan out there in the outfield. And vacuum feather. Oh, there goes another guy. Vacuum feather versus Luke.
Big Kmart always on sale.
Always on sale. You didn't even care about the game, dude. You just go, oh, there goes another run.
No.
There goes another
And we
one.
go into the dugout.
Play in the playoffs, so.
I was so like inured to the thought of losing. It was like, what?
Yeah.
Here's
That's
another
Mitch,
one.
and that's
Yes,
Kyle.
that hair.
And who is that?
Dad's earring.
Dad looks like really sad and tired all of a
Oh,
sudden.
me.
Oh, this?
He worked.
I don't know.
Summer
Still
day.
trying to.
He's got his
Okay, there we
Jordan
go.
piercing too.
Yeah.
His simple Michael Jordan gold hoop.
Are we up to bat again? How many innings did we do? Jesus.
You can finish it.
Come on, we gonna get 10. We gotta get 10.
Good playing, son.
Huh?
Come on.
And Mike,
I got my batting glove on. Does that mean I'm gonna bat again?
thanks.
Hey, there's
thanks
Thomas
for being here.
with his
Yeah.
Montreal Expos hat on.
Look at that ball.
That's awesome. Battery just died. No, we got some more.
1.5 foot taller.
There it is.
What's this kid's name? Alan?
Alan, yeah.
Was he your age? I don't remember him.
Yeah, I think so because I remember he was always on my basketball team.
He's tall for 10.
Good game, Chris. Thanks.
Chris at this age already
Good game,
looks like
Dave.
he's like a 30-year-old dad.
Excuse me. Good game, Mitch.
You know what else?
Luke. Good game. Josh. Josh. Good game. Kyle. Good game. Steve.
Gosh, dude.
Good game.
I like vaguely remember that kid. He was on my team for a while too.
By the way. I know.
Seriously? What the?
I want to look inside of it.
Wait, let me poke it.
Yo, Alan.
Good game, Alan.
Dude.
Good game, you two.
Huh?
Come on, Mike. Film my at bat.
This episode
Hold
makes
on,
me
no.
What?
And this is Kevin.
This episode makes me feel weird.
Really?
Yeah,
Strike one.
makes me
It's a
sad.
home run this time, no triple.
No triple. Fuck triples. 104.
Well, he's got a double and a triple.
Oh, stink. Oh!
I'm
A double.
trying to bat for the cycle.
Oh, my eye.
You got, listen,
I didn't have a double.
I'll give you a single and an
Come on, Kev.
Ball two.
Pitcher's a little slower than the other guy. Time it.
Oh, Dad,
That's ugly Mitch.
throwing flame at a kid.
My name's Christopher. My name is Christopher Pike.
That's three.
got
Still
hot
five.
Line up,
How's that
guys.
make you feel, Mike? You feel better?
This is their first
No,
win.
it's fine. You got
They're pretty excited.
their first win to us. Did you guys lose? We did.
Yeah, we lost.
Got the snacks.
Hey, guys. You played a good game.
Where's the snacks?
Bats over there, helmets.
We ought to hit him, Bob. Huh? We ought to hit him.
Did you hear that, Kevin? That was my third triple in the whole year.
I said that?
Yeah.
We ought to hit him, Bob. Huh? We ought to hit him.
Look at
Hey
that.
guys, bats
Just
over there, helmets.
We ought to hit him, Bob.
I still have that glove.
Really?
Yeah.
That one enemy scored a whole bunch of runs. Yeah,
We just gotta work on it.
His base is low and they kept walking.
I'm still analyzing the game.
Analyzing the game.
No. That was your.
Base is loaded and we're walking, guys.
Morgan says, it's hitting you too hard. Is it just doing a job at this time where it hurts? Same. It's, I don't know. I'll talk more about it when the footage is.
Last game too, and someone ripped it up.
Because I have a lot of...
We did a good job at hitting today. Okay?
I did it.
Okay. Well,
How many times?
probably
I
did as
didn't.
good as we ever going to do as far as getting on base. We got some hits. We got some tough play out of Allen. Hit again, and many more come out. Okay?
Third inning.
So everybody got votes, okay? But this is the way it went.
Wait.
Mike, you're in. You're all-star. Steve,
I just got voted in the All-Star game.
you made the all-star.
right.
James?
You just got your all-star ballot.
Well, that's weird. All right. All right. So here's the thing.
Redemption?
I want to. We'll talk about it. So I got a lot to say, and we'll kind of we'll kind of finish up our thoughts here. Oh, you didn't want to play the end of that?
Oh, was that more?
There's just a little. I want to give a little preview of Indiana.
Oh, okay, sure.
Play that. Play that.
Okay, we'll talk a little bit because I need a sec till we get pulled back up.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So what this is, like I said, that was when that ended, that was the very shot of us in Aurora, Illinois, for that matter. And we moved maybe days later. I don't know if we had sold the house. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, he was telling us about the All-Star game, the All-Star team, and then the All-Star game was 4th of July weekend, so we would have moved to Indiana days later. I mean, maybe that week. So this next clip, I'm just going to give a little teaser of next week's episode, is us, the first video in Indiana. And you can just listen to my attitude when Dad's like, you guys having fun? So play it.
It's our first little rabbit out here in Indiana. Oh, look at him.
That we've seen. Hi.
Hey, guys.
Ow.
Are you having fun?
Nope, not at all.
This is our back porch. This is the view
Oh my god.
of our house.
Wait.
What?
Nope, not at all.
I know.
I gotta hear it again.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Ow.
Are you having fun?
Nope, not at all.
This is our back porch. This is the view of our house.
You can stop it there.
Yeah.
Is that a imitation of yourself from a home video, or is it Mario?
Yes. No, that's me. That's
You were imitating you pushing me down over the pizza thrower.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious.
All right,
Hi, Kevin.
Hi.
Here, we're over. See, now that isn't. How you doing?
Good.
We're in Indiana.
Yeah.
I'm
This is Dad's bald spot.
All right, turn it off. Turn it off.
All right, stop it there. So if you listen to my music in the song "Intertwined" from our album Modern Parlance, that clip is at the end of the song is on there, and because the song is actually called Intertwined, in parentheses, the summer before 7th grade.
I'll link it in the description.
Yeah, you should, and I'll talk more about it in the next episode. But it's about the idea of when we moved to Indiana, that tone I had is what that song is about, and how I kind of wish I could just go back and smell what 1999 just smelled like. All right, so no, it didn't feel like redemption, and that was a weird. Like, we are all the main characters of our own story. You know what I mean? Like, we think we're the hero of our story. And I remember, I don't know. I don't remember being that bad at sports. I guess I remember being bad, but watching it in action and then simultaneously watching hit a double, it was like, man, I sucked. And I don't know. It was weird to watch. Like, usually when we watch these videos, I'm like, man, take me back. I love like sitting in that and just the feeling that it gives you, and I want to like relive that feeling in that body. I don't want to relive that baseball game. As much as I love go ahead.
Don't forget, you already said it once. That was a bad game. You weren't always that bad.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You were in the midst of like the beginning of your worst hitting slump ever.
Yeah. That was it. Well, yeah, that game was like the beginning of the end for me. Yeah. I just didn't care about sports anymore.
Yeah.
So is it just too nostalgic this time where it hurts? Yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's too like take me back to that baseball game. I think it's a weird I'm having like a weird existential um like my brain is rewiring who I thought like I think about who my friends were and I think about like I thought I was cool and I was just like being cool in 6th grade is like how good you are on the and I was just not. So like I'm asking all those kids like, "Hey, what do you think? Good game, good game." Are they just like, "Oh my goodness, just you suck,
No,
Mike."
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I mean, they voted me to the All-Star game.
Right. It was a team vote. And I didn't
Maybe
vote for your ass. I'm kidding. I probably did. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't maybe I'm just in a weird mood. There was something about my I just looked terrible. That was a bad game.
I think of it now though, like cool shouldn't have it has nothing to do with the sports team. Who cares?
Who cares now?
Mike, come on. You had a band in high school.
Yeah, that was cool. Not in 6th grade though.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a weird feeling. It's weird because the first half of that video, I love Aurora so much.
Yeah. Do we have
That
any
is-
other Aurora videos? I really wish
don't
we
know.
did. Surely there's some, right?
I don't know. I know that we've got I mean, obviously part 2 is Indiana, and we've got the Thanksgiving video. I don't know. We'll have to look. We have some more. Fear not.
So are we gonna do Indiana next?
Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
do part 2
okay.
next. Yeah. It's the same file.
So Mike has already hinted at our attitude, but yeah, we were pretty pissed that we had to go to Indiana.
Yeah.
We were pretty pissed.
Morgan says, "I love Indiana. I'm glad that you do. I say all the time, as long as people are happy, I am so happy that they are happy. But being taken from Chicago, which I thought was pretty awesome, and then moving to Indiana, I was pretty upset about it.
It was nothing against Indiana, I think. It was just against us having to leave where we were and being somewhere we didn't know or like.
Right. Morgan says, literally like, bro, you're cool. That's true.
Say it again, you cut out?
Morgan says, I was cool in the early 2000s. Which I don't know if that's a compliment or it's like nobody in the early 2000s. You know what I mean? And then I feel like this turned into a pity party.
Yeah, let's pity Mike.
Yeah. Ben, dude, you went 3 for 4 the Sunday you brought your newborn baby to the softball game. I will never forget that because that was my Oscar.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that gave me chills just now. That's pretty cool.
When I went 3 for 4?
The fact that Ben also remembers that day.
Yeah.
It was the first day he met Oscar.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that was good. That was a special day.
And the lightning bugs, Mom says.
Yeah,
how beautiful and happy you were catching lightning bugs. I was twirling, Mike. I was twirling.
You were. There is no other word beautiful for that. Twirling, catching
crazy.
lightning bugs. That was
at 10 and 12 years old.
Yeah.
Like you said, that's so dweeby. Like at the time, if I were an adult looking at a 10 and 12, I'd be like, don't you think you're a little old for that kid?
Yeah. Oh, but I love it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll turn it around. We had some really fun. We had some fun baseball memories. Dusty summer days on the baseball field. We for sure. And who like why am I having a pity party when like the finale of that
was you going to the All-Star game?
The denouement was that I went to the All-Star game at the end of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I wasn't that terrible.
It doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter. Sports just wasn't your thing. It doesn't have to be.
You're right.
Because to me, I look back at Aurora, and Aurora was 5 years of sports for me. That's all I did was play basketball and baseball with our teams and Thomas. That's all I did. I even took golf lessons, dude. All I did was sports. You just didn't.
No. It was video games. It was writing stories. I was hanging out with Fred. Yeah. My favorite moment is Kevin twirling. I laughed out loud. Yeah. That was
pretty goofy.
That was pretty special. That was pretty special.
Yep.
Mr. White, I'm sure you were a star baseball player. I did not mean my earlier comment. No. Well, thank you. I know what you're trying to do, and I love you for that. But I was not a star baseball player. But that's okay. I did other stuff. Fun stuff. All right. So good episode. We're at the 100-minute mark.
I had a lot of fun watching that. Like not just because of the success I had on the baseball field, but
and you did. Can
it was
I
just cool.
Say props to you. I mean, you're definitely one of the three.
The first hit, I was happy to get on base and not get an out, drive in a run. But it was a little dinker up the middle, right? It wasn't but the second one was a triple.
Scorecard, you had a triple, yes.
A triple, dude. That felt good.
Yeah.
All right. Should we wrap things up here?
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. So thank you, everybody. Oh, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, in 2 weeks we'll be back with another episode. It'll be our transition into Indiana life.
So. Yeah, fun stuff. This one, if you thought this is our to be continued, if you thought we were dorky in the highlight,
yeah, for real, we get super dorky in the next one.
Just wait till you see our impression of Harry and Dumb and Dumber in the next episode. It's gonna be good. Hey, we had a couple of live watchers for watching along with us. That's always so much fun. It's fun talking with you guys. Shout out to the yearbook crew. I'm gonna put that at the end. And then if you watch this later, thank you so much for watching. It really helps us if you like and if you subscribe and if you share. And maybe in 2 weeks, if you like this enough, you come back and watch part 2, and then you watch and you go on from there. Thank you guys so much. Kevin, I love hanging with you. That was fun.
Love you, brother.